If you're new to the channel, my name's Dino, this is my partner Adam, and our fur baby Twyla. We love travelling in our Ford Transit camper van, travelling in our Jimny and doing tent camping, and occasionally staying at an Airbnb. So if you like free camping, paid camping, camping tips and tricks, camp cooking ideas, and the good old country bakery, you've come to the right channel. So if you like what you see, press the subscribe button and come with us as we travel Australia one town at a time. Now let's get into this episode. Welcome back to our getting ready for winter special episodes. Now I've already done one of these. I'll link it in at the end. We did a Bunnings episode, and now we are at Anaconda, and we're going to see what they've got when it comes to winter camping products. Now this is not all camping products. I'm just doing stuff relates to keeping warm in winter pretty much, and anything winter related. So let's get into this episode and check out what they've got. All right, there's a massive selection of sleeping bags here, and I won't go through all of them, but what did catch my eye when it comes to winter camping are these. So I've never seen these before. Comment down below if you've seen them and tell me what you think, if you know what they're like. But pretty much it's a sleeping bag jacket. It's called the Sleepwalker, and you can have it in nap, chill, and walk. So let me show you a picture of it, the diagram, and you can see he's got the end pulled in, but he's sitting up, and then here he's got it long, but still wearing it like a long jacket. And then this is where this part must come off, because then he's got it so he can actually walk in it. So that's the photos that are on there. And then around here, it's got that it is machine washable. It's 1.1 kilograms, and it's made by 59 recycled bottles. How's that? There's some more information on the back if you want to have a read. But yeah, so that's called the Sleepwalker. Then they've got another version down here, which is it's more like a traditional sleeping bag, but it does have a little button here that you can do up, so you can wear it more like a cape, if that makes sense. And this one's 44 bottles to make this one, and this one doesn't weigh as much. I think it was 9, or not quite a kilo. Machine washable again, and there's your measurements. So yeah, it's something a little bit different. And price wise, $149 for the first one and $124 for the second. All right, if you've got a lot of gear and you want to keep it dry, they've got these waterproof gear bags. So these are the price at the moment. They might not be on sale when you come here, but yeah, if you've got, your ropes and bits and pieces and you don't want it to get wet and damp, or just anything in general that you don't want wet, you can get these, and they are waterproof. There's measurements on there if you want to have a read. But yeah, definitely if you want to keep your stuff dry, good way to do it. All right, this is the first time I've seen this section here. I don't know how long it's been around for, but it's for our furry friends, and they have got winter jackets at the moment. Check this one out. I like this. Wonder if they've got Twyla size. That'll keep it dry. And they've got the pink. There's more down here. And yeah, there's quite a few different designs. And again, I like when they've got that so the lead can come through. And it's got the zip if you're not using that. And oh, that one's a nice one. And yeah, so they've got quite a few different selections price wise. Let's have a look at the price. $40, which is pretty standard. And they do have lots of toys and things as well. And then if you're wondering how much this one was, this one is $39.99. All right, that was that one there. Also, they've got gumboots. I've never thought about wearing gumboots camping, but I suppose it's not a bad idea if it's really muddy and wet. And they've got them for the kids as well. They're $24.99. And then you've got these ones down here, $39.99. And also, if you really want to get fancy when you're camping, check these out to keep your feet warm in front of the fire. And they're pretty reasonable price, $29.99. You can get a few different designs. I like these ones. They've got pink. They've got the camel colour. And then there's thermal wear galore here, so you can get it all, tops, bottoms. I'll zoom into some prices. So around the $34.99 price. These are on sale at the moment, but like I said, by the time you come in, they might not be. So that's why I definitely want to show you these prices. Yeah, so they've got a whole range here. And these ones here, these look like they go up in price quite a bit. And that's just because they are a better quality. So just depending on what you're using them for. When it comes to jackets, there's so many females, males, kids, the works. They have it all. This is very similar to the one that I picked up last year. That is so nice, and I love it. But they've changed it up a little bit this year. But yeah, that's what it looks, very similar to this. But yeah, so you've got plenty of winter clothing in at the moment. So I'd leave that one up to you to come in and take a look at what they've got. But they've got some really long jackets too, short jackets. They've got all the varieties you need and want. So come in and check them out. Here's some of the ladies' ones. So these are the longer ones, keep you warm all the way through. They've even got the ones that make you look a bit like a teddy bear. They're quite cute, they look so warm. And Adam and I have both got one similar to this. We've got two different colours. And these are designed to fold up into its own little pocket on the inside. So it's nice and portable and small and compact, but keeps you warm when you need it. Also, there's a heap of these ones that will keep you nice and dry. So they're pretty much like, this is what they look like. And they're just designed to keep you nice and dry. They're in a little carry bag. They weigh absolutely nothing. So nice and compact. And then you've got the pants as well, which you can get, and they're all here. So around the $50 to $40 mark, depending. Oh, these ones are actually normally $79, so that's a good sale at the moment, but they might not be on sale when you come in. Coffee's definitely one of those things you want to keep yourself warm with in winter. Now, I've just done a review on one of these at Kmart. These are the real deal. You can actually, with these ones, which you can't with the Kmart, is do pods. So you can do pods, or you can do your grains as well. So there's quite a few different ones here, from $89.99 right through to $124.99. So depending on what you want, these are a little bit different. I don't actually know how these ones work. And then they've got these ones down here, which are on sale at the moment. Then you've got your traditional kettles. So something as simple as that, a little billy, but it's got the spout on it, which is kind of cool. And then you've got ones like this. Here's some prices for you. So that one's $29.99. And then you go into larger ones. So if you've got a big group of you, you're probably going to want a larger one. And then down here, you got the fold up. So they're half silicone rubber kind of stuff. And then you've got the aluminium as well, $74.99. And then you got this plug-in one also that folds down. Now, they're definitely gonna have you covered when it comes to camp ovens. There are so many different types here, different shapes, different sizes. There's ones that are pots but then turn into fry pans. It's a lid, and so you got the lid, that's the fry pan, but then yeah, so it does two different things. This one here, which you can use to cook like sausages and stuff, but then it acts as your lid as well. So they do a few different things. They've got their Jaffle irons, which, so you got the single, and then also they have a double as well. So the singles are normally $31.99. They've got them down to that price at the moment. And then they got the doubles that are $51. Check this out. Ooh, I don't know, we would never be able to fit that in our van, but pretty cool. That one there is on sale at the moment, but normally it's $189. And then over here, they've got a few different brands of just the simple, basic camp oven. So there you go. And they've got all the accessories here too. If you want to cook your toast during winter, you've got one of those there, and all your holders, so you can, or bags, you can pop your camp oven into. I love our bag that we brought for ours. We brought the exact same one. We've got two of them. We've got a bigger camp oven and a smaller one. I just find that storing them is so much easier in this. They've got handles because they are quite heavy, so you can help you pick them up easy. And then when we finish with it, if I don't want to clean it at the campsite, I put it in a plastic bag and then pop it back in this so it doesn't get dirty, and then I'll clean it when I'm at home. I've never used one of these and I've always wanted to. The price is a bit, yep, $2.49, but I suppose that's what they go for. But it's an oven you can plug into your car and you can cook your pies in it. I suppose you could cook a pizza, but yeah, I've always wanted to give one a go. If someone wants to sponsor us and like give us one to try out, contact us. All right, then we've got our heaters here. These are the prices at the moment. But you can't use these indoors. These are all outdoor use, and then there's a larger one at the end I'll show you, but it hasn't got a price. But yeah, different gas bottles for either of both of these, different types of gas bottles, but they're the reusable, the throwaway gas bottles, the ones you use on them. This one, maybe you can hook up a normal gas bottle, I'm not 100% sure. And then this is the larger one, which I don't have a price on, but they do have the larger ones here. Adam and I have not been bogged for a while, but they do have recovery kits here. So if you're worried about getting bogged, you might be able to save yourself. They do have also shovels that fold down, and then of course they've got their Max Tracks. These aren't Max Tracks, these are another brand, but you know what I'm saying. So they've got all these, and they have other brands as well. These are the actual Max Tracks here. So these are the prices at the moment. So that's for these large ones. And then you've got the smaller Max Tracks as well. And they've got their low smoke fire pits. These ones look really nice. I like the look of this. They're normally $249.99. They had them down for that for club members. But yeah, this really nice looking fire pit. Probably a little bit too big to take away with you, but if you've got a caravan, you probably could fit it in. But even just to have it home for winter, be nice. And you've got a few different designs for foldable fire pits. These just fold down to pretty much what you see here, that. And the weight of this one's 17 kilos, so they are still quite weighty, but the quality of this is actually pretty good. Like, the thickness isn't too bad. The one that Adam and I got is probably double the thickness of this, but that was handmade by the pit kit. But yeah, so this one here is $149 at the moment for members and $249 normally, but it all folds up like I said. And then also you've got this one, which is really going to be lightweight. I'll see if I've got a weight on there. I can't see a price for this one, but yeah, it all folds up, and it even has what it folds up into is this, which ends up being what keeps all the ash and stuff falling on the ground. Fortunately, I can't give you a price on this one because it's something else underneath it. It's actually the one we're looking at, or similar to the one we're looking at. But anyway, they're here if you want one. Now, if you wanted a bit of extra room at the back of your four-wheel drive, they've got these here. They're $249, and they look like this. So it just goes on the back. I've seen quite a few people using these. People that sleep in the back of their four-wheel drives, and they don't weigh much. And yeah, I think this could be a good idea if you want to keep dry in winter and just have that little bit extra room to sit out if you are sleeping in a swag or in the back of your car. There's some information there if you want to pause and have a read. But yeah, just another idea to keep you dry this winter. This I definitely do not have the room for, but is something I've always wanted just for the sake of having it. Look at this. This would keep you warm, plus you could cook on it. And I just love something like this at home, just to cook a few stags on, or just to warm up and winter out the backyard. And it even has its own chimney. And yeah, so this is normally $397, it's down to $200. But how cool is that? How cute are some of these beanies for the kids? And they have so much winter skiing stuff, all this winter clothing. Again, I just found more of it in the back, so definitely got you covered when it comes to keeping you warm this winter. Next we've got muck mats. They're fantastic. We've got something similar in our van just to keep all the muck out of your vans You can get them for your steps, you can get it for your dogs, but they're really good prices too. Also, they do have a whole range of marquees. These ones here are around $329. So you got the marquees to keep you dry, and then they do sell a whole heap of different walls, nets, and even weights. So that'll help keep it down in the wind. It'll keep it on the ground. You can just fill them up with water. Yeah, so there's a whole heap here. These ones don't look as fancy because they don't have the pictures on them, but yeah, so they got all different sizes. They pretty much got you covered when it comes to marquees and gazebos. Now, I didn't realise that they sold diesel heaters here. So they've got this one, it's just over 400, and it's a diesel heater. There's a bit of information there about it. I don't know too much about diesel heaters, but I know I want one. And I don't know how full on it is to get it installed, or if you can do it yourself. And there's a little bit more information there if you need it. But yeah, so diesel heater, who knew that they would sell them here? Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed this get ready for winter episode. Make sure, if you haven't already, go down the bottom, like and subscribe, because I will be bringing another one of these episodes out very soon, and it's going to be very sporadic. So to make sure you don't miss out, definitely like and subscribe. If you want to see the episode I did on Bunnings, go at the end. I'm going to pop it in at the end, so it'll come up. You can tap on that and watch that episode now. Otherwise, guys, stay tuned this Sunday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, for our regular Sunday episode, where we'll be on live chat to answer any of your questions at 5 p.m. And we look forward to showing you another town in South Australia. All right, guys, have an awesome week, and we'll see you this Sunday at 5 p.m. See you guys.